random seeding generation? Yes. Anyway,
Off we go.
I could beat it in what? Wait, what? I could beat it in an hour and a half and a life?
Oh, prediction squashed. There's the mirror.
I mean, last I meant first.
Absolutely. Oh, we had a crystals count.
Ooh,
Oh, that was a quick one.
That was Pendant Hera and the other 2 crystals, I believe. Normal ones. No, Desert is a red pendant. Wow, that was very quick indeed. So that does mean that the green pendant is still waiting for us in the Dark World. Although we are going to find out what the uncle's going to give us. The bomb! Oh no!
Oh, not the bombs.
Oh dear, this is a very interesting starting sequence because for the escape you need, I believe it is 7 bombs to most optimally clear the entirety of it. So our runners do have a little bit of leeway. Wow, English. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see if they are maybe going to be killing some extra enemies.
The good news is with the bombs, if used efficiently, which in the bracket stages we see a lot of, they'll have the bomb to open up that wall in the back of escape for those 3 items. So that will be very helpful for both of them. So from this point forward till about 5 or 6 minutes in, we'll see both these runners do some standard routing through the escape. And then we'll see if we get a little route divergence from the both of them. And we get the best item in the game!
There we go, Bugnat. Swaggered him, has been unlocked. Over. I mean, you gotta get that swagger on, right? Right, back me up on this one.
I was just writing it down. Yes, I was writing things to say you were right.
Yes, I am always right, except when I'm not. Because then I'm wrong, as logic would dictate. Anyway. While we are wasting time, both runners are definitely not wasting time using the suicide bomb method strat. That was completely inefficient wording, but both the runners do get the nice kill on the boomerang guard. Boomerang guarding guard.
The boomerang guarding guard.
Guard? Bork?
Well, they did get 2 keys out of that, so that's good. That means we still have some things outstanding here. We have a map that's going to be popping up at some point within their escape routing, and we'll have some items as well. The value of said items to be determined, but it looks like we're going to be doing some pot shots here on the guard, which I believe is our only option anyway.
Oh, in sync as well.
Oh, I much more enjoy Backstreet Boys to NSYNC, but there, I made my boy band joke. That's all I wanted. Now I can leave.
Oh man, and I didn't even see it coming.
So the good news for the runners is having this really early mirror allowed them to skip a good portion of the escape going back up to the ground floor of the castle, and they were able to mirror to the front of the escape. So this is, I'm sure, a very welcome find for both runners.
Yeah, that could cut out like about a minute, I believe, from the from having to walk all the way back. Not sure if that is the case with the boots as well, because there are quite a lot of long hallways. Wow, my English is not working today. I almost said corridor, combination between hallway and corridor.
You're a real wordsmith, Stan.
I'm a word magician. Poof.
As the chat pointed out, PinkKittyRose did have really nice navigation around those snakes, and so she's a little bit ahead in the escape, but of course is incredibly far too early to tell who is in the lead.
Sinhe does get the rat trapped up in the top corner. Meanwhile, PinkKittyRose using the extra bombs that she has to open the back of escape. We've got some money and some more money.
So of course, as they exit into the sanctuary, there'll be one more item for them as the map has been found at this point. So then we will see if they proceed on to see what's on Lumberjack Ledge, or if they decide instead to go right into the Lost Woods and pick up the couple of items that are there.
Yeah, right now with that 5-minute escape, which is an excellent time as well, we do find that it is a full heart container. Definitely nice to get in the early game. Our runners are only at 5 hearts now total. So that is definitely a very welcome addition. And with that, it does look like Kitty is going for the Kakariko play. Does have a couple of bombs left from her escape adventure.
Escape adventure. It sounds like a amusement park ride.
Right? It totally does as well.
All right. Well, PinkKittyRose enters the Lost Woods from a southern direction as Sinhe does check the tree pole, and it is some hearts, so that's nice. PinkKittyRose picking up a heart of her own, but it is a full heart to add to her heart count.
Ooh, the hoarder gives red rupees. That's very valuable to know. Sinhe already at 200 rupees right now. Gonna check for us the Lumberjack Cave, see if Aghanim's gonna be required. And it isn't.
Well, I mean, it may be required if you like 20 rupees.
Well, if you want to get all, like, I mean, this 100% seed confirmed. You need to get every unique item. Well, every single item, rather. Every item location. We'll keep it at that.
Sinhe, PinkKittyRose entering Kakariko Village, incredibly item-dense location. I'm just going to start a blind hut here. We have an item in the back, and then it's behind a bombable wall, and then 4 items in the front of this basement room.
Yeah, very look-driven indeed. Although for start, wow, there's a lot of love in this seed. Oh, Sinhe finding the 20 rupee tree pool. That's also very good intel to have. As we find the flippers.
Ooh, the flippers.
Those are most likely required.
Guess Blind was a scuba diver in his or her past life. Scuba Steve.
Scuba Blind. I'm trying to think of a clever joke, but my mind is fading.
We do have PinkKittyRose in the well here. Picks up a big 20 and the first sword.
Wow. That is a very useful item to find, and the boomerang as well. And arguably the best boomerang in the game.
Well, that was a really fun check.
Ooh, bomb from the bottle vendor. That's pretty fair, actually. Especially considering that Sinhe is going to... Wow, that is amazing timing from for running out of the bombs. But we continue our quest for love as each Ganon holds a piece of heart this time.
So both runners at this point are likely looking for that Dark World access, the gloves, hammer, moon pearl, Titan's mitts, things to that nature. And of course, if they start to see things like lamp, cape, then we may be in for an Aghanim seed, which I know both of the runners are not really looking forward to.
Well, looks like their dreams are coming true. The moon pearl has been found. So that does leave two more items before we can scratch Aghanim off the list.
It's not often that a stop at the tavern makes anyone's dream come true these days, but did for PinkKittyRose and will for Sinhe.
True story. True story as well. The library being useless. No? Okay.
Literacy is good, folks. Don't listen to Stan. All right, PinkKittyRose just going right for the race game. Just gonna go ahead and take a shot at it, see what's on as the prize, and it looks like for PinkKittyRose's efforts, it is the second best item in the game. It is a bee in a bottle.
Oh, and more importantly, that is their first bottle as well. So that does unlock one more location in Kakariko. It does look like Kitty is going to check that immediately, maybe. Yes.
Oh, Stan called it.
Obviously.
But this is a lift upgrade. I'm gonna call it right now.
I bet it's 300 rupees.
See, I told you, it's the shield. I called it. You can't prove that I didn't call that. I called it the shield.
I will agree for you for this instance.
No one go back in this VOD.
This VOD will self-destruct in an hour.
How dare you, Chad? How dare you defy me?
Defy you? Wow. Brutal. Although this game is also brutal.
Yeah, they're not finding a whole lot yet. PinkKittyRose is going to use that mirror, though, for the black glitch to find another bottle with green goo, so that's a thing.
Mountain Dew, not sponsored or endorsed.
So the question that I have is, I wonder at this point, after PinkKittyRose picks up her piece of heart, if either of these runners are going to, yes, they indeed are going to go to one of those one-off locations in Agina's cave or in the Ice Rod cave. So it does look like PinkKittyRose is going to take care of that now.
Definitely an interesting choice. More often than not, runners will go to the Ice Rod cave due to that the mini modern cave is on the way there. But this is definitely a location that can hold value. And we just have to wait and see for Kitty to actually pick it up. Sinhe does reach the dam. We'll be interested to see whether or not he goes left or right.
I have a good feeling about this having value for PinkKittyRose. I just feel like it will not hold value. I just think it won't hold value for her. It just held 3 bombs.
I mean, if she was out of bombs. But she has, wow, 10 more. Oh yeah, they both bought extra bombs on the in the Kakariko area. Oh, 10 arrows for the stun prize. Well, useful, not necessarily the most useful. But here we go. This is the reason why the bee is the second best item in the game. It helps you kill these Smolders.
Looks like he might try to recapture the bee after... Oh, no, he's leaving the bee behind. Oh, poor bee.
Well, the bee's back. As we get the flute, we're going to be calling with the bee. The bee's going to fly us everywhere. Although that is going to be it for the mini Moldum cave. And Sinhe waves goodbye to the bee, never to be seen again.
I was thinking of the bee joke, but I just didn't take flight.
To be or not to be?
Speaking of animals with flight... Oh my god, I'm getting assaulted in chat.
I mean, rightfully so.
All right, well, Sinhe is about to release the swag duck.
Release the bee. Can we get a retexture for the duck to be a bee, please? That'd be fantastic. You like hang on to his yeah.
Well, the duck has been released and is in good health, so Sinhe now has a way to transport himself throughout Hyrule. PinkKittyRose not far behind.
Yeah, definitely a very valuable item for traversal. Oh, Sinhe, going to make use of his flippers. Going to check out what the Lake Hylia item is. The Master Sword!
Ooh, this looks like either this is not a bad thing because right now it's locked behind the Dark World, so it doesn't necessarily mean that we have an Aghanim seed incoming. But PinkKittyRose did find the boots.
What? That was instinctual. I did not want that one.
Oh my god.
This is not scripted. I swear. Oh.
All right, so I'm thinking a lift upgrade is gonna be in this cave here. Chat, look away for a minute and cover your ears.
Red rupee. Boom! 50 times, like, red rupee times
Math.
2.25.
How dare you make me think about numbers and math? How dare you?
Oh, bird dodge. Swag. 2.5. I'm.
Double shot!
What?
Ooh.
Stop! This is too much. Oh. Also, by the way, Sinhe got up to that 500 mark as well, so we'll be able to check what Zora is selling us.
Yeah, this hookshot unlocks, and with the flute and the hookshot, it unlocks Death Mountain. At least we have the Spectacle Rock locations, and then we have East Side Death Mountain. So this looks promising. I have a feeling that this is not an Aghanim seed.
Yeah, although we are still missing 2 items, a lot of location just opened up due to that hookshot.
All right, what will the life lesson be from Zora? It is going to be...
Wow, that is
wow.
a massive life lesson, ladies and gentlemen.
King of the Thieves isn't Ganondorf, it is King Zora.
That's like 0.3 return. 0.03 return? Wait.
Math.
I know I'm wrong, but it's fine. Meanwhile, we're getting something that's not wrong. Well, okay, I don't know where that segue went, but it's dark. That segue went dark.
That's pretty dank.
A dark, dank cave. Right.
We're bringing the old man back home to his dark, dank cave from another dark, dank cave, and hopefully get a not dank item in the process. Finding 300 rupees on the Zora ledge, so I wonder if PinkKittyRose is absolutely going to go for that because she does not have the requisite 500 to get her 1 rupee refund.
Yeah, knowing what is there definitely hurts when you when runs are going to go all the way around to get that ledge item.
Yeah, she is not going to be tickled pink to know that she went all the way for that 300 rupees to get a refund of a singleton.
Definitely not the best investment you could ever make. Well, speaking of investing, Sinhe investing time in Death Mountain gonna pay off. Yes,
Nice
surely.
Time. Nice time.
Surely. I'm not good at tying things together. I've always worn Velcro shoes.
Well, we have 300 rupees and a piece of art for Sinhe, so he is making out like a bandit here after getting flummoxed and I don't know another word for Zora. As PinkKittyRose is about to get her investment back in Enron.
Ouch. Oh, there it is. Gives them a free explosive. Hammer
Ooh,
though.
the hammer. That's going to open up West Side Death Mountain. And it's going to open up a completion of Tower of Hera, except for the basement. So we will see if that. It looks like Sinhe is going to go that way next, maybe after checking Spiral Cave.
Yeah, with the sole reason of the fact that the basement can't be checked is because we need a fire source in terms of either the fire rod or the lamp. I mean,
well, I'm trying to think what we have left here.
Sorry?
I was just trying to think what we had left here. We have Tower of Hera. Let's see what's in the floating island. Just a heart container. We have Tower of Hera. We have Spiral Cave, which Sinhe's walking past, but likely we'll go back to. And then we have Eastern, the Eastern Palace and Sahasrara. So those are some item locations left. We haven't found much of anything to point us in the Aghanim direction. So I wonder where. Looks like Sinhe was just taking a peek, maybe again at the ledge.
Yeah, we did see that the Spectacle Rock item is worthless, as well as the first baseman item, which is one of 2 items, so there is only one more to be found. And considering this is a pendant, our runners are not looking to complete it. Ooh, and we are fire locked.
So it looks like Eastern is the answer here, as Sinhe is going to nope out, as he cannot do anything else, and he's going to bring around the swag duck to... Oh, he's going to bring on the swag duck probably to pick him up from Death Mountain after checking in Spectacle Rock.
Oh, bottom upgrade. That was a very quick check.
Yeah,
No.
EDM did not stand for East Death Mountain here, other than the hammer. It stood for East Disappointment Mountain. Oh boy, sorry.
Mountain?
It's a mountain, not a mountain.
Mouth and words. Green Pendental Rock, no! Oh my! You can't be serious. Special crystals at Skullwoods and Palace of Darkness, and the rest are also normal crystals. Whew.
Well, so we have Spiral Cave now from Sinhe. He's going to check that out. Head off the mountain after it. The mountain with a T, not a TH. And then we'll see where they end up going after. It's we're running low on options. Eastern, it has to be the answer. Otherwise, yeah, it definitely has to be the answer. And I'm going to say Sahasrara is in possession of... My God, I can't say anything. In possession of a nice lift upgrade.
Words are difficult. I'm going to say that the big chest is holding the wrong key item. Of course, alluding to the vanilla game where Eastern Palace holds the bow. And it indeed is not Death Mountain, yielding only a hammer, which in of itself is a very nice item to find. It does open up a lot of locations. But at the moment, we are looking for one more precious item in terms of the Power Glove.
So at this point, we have, I believe, checked again, and that was nothing. And it looks like we have an Ice Rod check, which I don't know that we got one. We have not got an Ice Rod check yet, so at least to my remembrance.
Yes, we have. I believe Kitty did. Right?
Yeah.
I think.
Perhaps.
Like, I don't know, rupees, something? Hot garbage.
Oh, yes, we did check here. It was indeed hot garbage. At the very least, temperate garbage.
Yeah. 50 rupees is pretty nice. Of course, at this point, the biggest prize has already been paid in terms of Zora, but it does look like we are going to get the Eastern Palace play. Sinhe going to visit our old pal Sahasrara, holding 3 items.
Feeling good about this for Sinhe. I'm feeling like this is going to be a glove.
Number 1, the glove!
Yes!
What? Get out of here! You're not allowed to do that! Oh man.
Yeah, take that,
only...
chat. I did it. I did it.
Alright, chat. I think I've conjured my barrier properly, but I did help him a little bit with that one. So just make him think he's right, okay? Do it for him. So Sinhe heading into Dark World now.
Yeah, it was quiet for a second. Where'd you go?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was yeah, Death Mountain, Death Mountain, Dark Mountain, Dark Mountain, Dark World, Dark Words.
And we have a hype cave, so we will see what happens. Hopefully, we'll be nice and hype for Sinhe, and not a disappointment cave.
Hyper Gripe to open up. Let's see the red boomerang. Not as exciting as the blue one. A piece of art, not as exciting as a full heart, powder, blue mail, and another heart. Okay. Sure, fetch quest.
I'd give it like a
That's,
5.
yeah, depending on whatever the Mad Batter holds. But yeah, 5 out of 10. Oh, Sinhe, going for the early swamp play.
Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, I mean, it has 6 items, so it can, in and of itself, be a hype cave. I don't know if we
Well,
classify it as a
a
cave
massive
per se,
cave.
but a network of caves with stalagmites and stalactites.
And moles and tektites. And Stalfos and Argus. Anyway.
That joke was rated R for ridiculous.
R for Argus. Sorry. Oh, Kitty getting her hype cave out of the way. It's gonna go and head up north though. Opting to forgo Swamp Palace for now.
Looks like we might get a pyramid check, and nope, we are not going to get a pyramid check. So she's going to get her sword. That's what she's going to get.
Oh, wow. Indeed, this may very well be the only sword available to our runners up until Ganon's Tower. So definitely very aware of item locations.
Looks like she might be heading up north to Baby Pod.
That does seem likely, although without the bow we can't yet clear it completely. But with... never mind.
Yeah, I think she's actually going to go west Dark World with that hook shot out, and she's probably going to swing by the pyramid just to see what's on.
Yeah, possibly even get Catfish out of the way early. Although that is going to be a significant time investment. Sinhe, meanwhile, coming up to the second chest in the, I believe this is the compass room, compass circle. Well, it's a map circle now. Now you know how to walk back. Congratulations.
What?
Don't ask. Don't answer questions. Ask questions.
Well, it looks like PinkKittyRose is indeed going to head to the Lake of Ill Omen, which I learned from some British dude. And she's going to check her catfish.
Yeah, I wonder who that was.
I just said it was some British dude.
Think Dome. I love that emote.
All right, Stan, you always guess. You guess catfish pretty often. What do you think it's going to be?
Cape. Cape into Samaria. Have we checked Bumper Cave yet?
No. Oh, just arrows. Looks like Sinhe is going to be taking a closer look at left side swamp, which at this point, a lot of runners may avoid it, but at this point you are looking for a quite significant amount of items, so it could really work out to his favor. And PinkKittyRose is going to be entering the Dark World north of Kakariko, so we'll see if she opts to dip into Skullwood's yet, or maybe he goes right straight to Thieves Town.
Yeah, both the Village of the Outcasts is a very lucrative area. It does have a lot of items, not as many as Kakariko Village does. Meanwhile, Sinhe finding a Fury in a bottle. Definitely a very nice safety to have. Second item on the left side, the mushroom. Do you
we
like
got
a
our first fetch quest.
Well, second, actually.
Don't sing that too loud. Vitasia might be in the audience.
Oh, yeah, bugger.
So PinkKittyRose using that hammer does do tempered sword damage. That is very smart on her end to utilize that item to take out some of these stronger enemies in the Dark World. As she's going to hop right into this goodness gracious, I've caught your lack of English skills.
Sorry. Skullwoods dungeon.
I was going to say the back of Skullwoods, but it's not really the back. I guess it's kind of more like the middle. Like the thorax?
The digestive system?
Sure.
I mean, you are walking through faces after all, so...
We have
Yeah,
Sinhe about to check 3 more items here, and then moving on to Argus himself, or herself, to complete his first crystal in about 30 some odd minutes.
Yeah, it is looking like Skullwoods is hiding all of the loot here. Wow, we still are not finding anything. Going on a
Skullwoods is getting nasty.
But there is the lamp.
Ooh, that's a nice find to get that lamp.
Yeah, that does open up the... Excuse me. The probable item left in the Tower of Hera. As we do need need a fire source to get into the upper parts of the Tower of Hera.
Sinhe is doing a really nice spin strat, which is very, actually is necessary at this point, unless you wanted to use the hammer to take out Argus. And we have confirmed in chat that jellyfish do have genders. Thank you to I am called Tyler, so I'm gonna assume your name is Tyler. Thank you, Tyler.
The more you know. I mean, I can't wait where I can... Oh, single arrow, where I can bust out that knowledge in my next meeting.
Was that the artisanal arrow of Evil's Bane?
It very well might be. And it's... I mean, we're going to keep it in a quiver for a while, for that bow is nowhere to be found as of yet. Although we are going to get a dive into Thieves Town as in a...
Ooh,
the fire rod! Ice rod!
Oh, A-Rod! A-Rod!
A-Rod!
A-Rod! What is he doing?
Oh my! The Ganon!
Ooh!
Blind! What are you hiding?
Ice Rod and a cane, apparently.
What about Vanilla Titans?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I've seen it before. It's here in Vanilla. So it's very well possible.
Rod of disproportionate temperature, says the chat.
Stop. Oh my.
Oh, good work, chat. Good work. You could take the rest of the weekend off.
Too bad your weekend's only lasting for about 1 3/4 hour. Okay, time zones, I know.
Ooh, the
Cape though! I'm more excited than I should be, probably.
Hey, Stumpy was dressed in style. He's a capist.
Sorry, what now? A capist? Alright.
Yeah, he's a capist. He likes to wear capes. He likes to look fancy as he rots away into arboreal death.
Whoa! That's true. If you talk to him again and then play the flute, he'll I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, evolve? Devolve?
What is this, Pokemon?
The Legend of Ash. A link to Pikachu.
I smell a crossover episode. Oh, okay. Back on track here.
Q finding a Pokeball. I mean, you can consider bees to be Pokemon from their bottled Pokeballs. Half magic! Oh my god!
Speaking of the commentators being half-witted, Sinhe finds half magic.
Oh my. Yeah, it is a very, very special Pokemon, chat. It is number 1 in the Hyrulean Dex. It's called Beetorb. And its shiny form is gold.
Alright, I'm gonna take a minute here to recompose myself so I don't get pulled from the seat.
I will keep on cruising because this train ain't ever stopping. Same as Kitty not stopping for anything gets the 20 rupees from Blind's chest. It's going to escort the damsel in distress. Going to check out the big chest at the very least. We do have the hammer, so it does mean that we can check it. Sinhe is going to follow suit. And with that, it does look like the final boss of this dungeon is going to have the final item. Unless I'm not counting, which is possible.
I also get that count. At 3 out of the 4 items, PinkKittyRose is going to be procuring that last item from Blind. And Blind, as I say, is a scripted fight. It's one that I'm still not off script with. But I know that these runners are likely going to do just fine.
Yeah, exactly. And remember, when you're a baker, don't loaf around.
Done.
I mean, they do say being a baker is a piece of cake.
Rip. Oh boy, PinkKittyRose having a little bit of trouble with Blind here.
Ooh,
Hopefully gonna clutch it out. Ooh, this is like clench city right now.
Oh my.
Oh, I think she may have the fairy in a bottle though. No, she doesn't.
No, it was Sinhe that gambled on Swamp Palace. Well, I believe it was left side, left chest. Something about that.
Yes, you're right, he did. And the lucky thing for PinkKittyRose is it's a short walk back to Blind. Won't have the setup, though, to get that quick first cycle, unfortunately, but hoping that it'll be a fairly quick fight regardless.
Yeah, definitely so. With the Cane of Samaria, that does give you a nice projectile to use, as well as the block itself, which will damage Blind, as you can see, allowing for some very swag double hits from one Cane there.
Yeah, speaking of A-Rod, nice Cane of Samaria throws from PinkKittyRose. Nice sports. Are you impressed?
I mean, I sure can't do this. I always use pole strats because, wow. Kitty just gets out the Master Sword for the last hit, gets only a big 20, but more importantly gets that crystal. Which is going to be her first crystal. Sinhe is making his way through the first section of these, so I'm going to be heading on to the second part. And just like Kitty is not going to find much of anything. Nice hookshot strat there, haven't seen that ever.
Finding 300 rupees, I believe that's the vanilla location for that item, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
Happens once in a while.
I mean...
PinkKittyRose is going to go ahead and take care of Batman, so that's pretty good.
Wow. I have
a good feeling about Batman today. I'm having a good feeling about Batman. Let me get that out.
I mean, we will find out. And it is the
Ooh,
boat!
good feeling confirmed.
Ooh, I almost said it. I didn't do it. But
That's the last time I'm going to be right this entire seed. So everyone, just soak it in.
I mean, at this point, that only leaves the fire rod to be found.
Yeah, I picked up the Batmobile. No? Okay, I tried.
Sorry, that one right over my head.
Well, what's not going right over Pink Kitty's head is she's going to have a really nice double clear of Eastern and Pod all at one go here, and that's going to be really great routing for her.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Having the mirror when you get to Battles of Darkness is the preferred way. And as well, getting that boat does mean that both of the crystals will be obtained, one of which being a special crystal.
I just need to say for a moment here that I was right twice, and neither of those times do I see a clip appear in chat. But when I'm wrong, it's like Christmas and Easter all rolled into one. Clips everywhere.
We love you, chat. We could not do this without you.
All right, well,
PinkKittyRose
PinkKittyRose grabbing a key.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think I was saying what you were about to say, which is PinkKittyRose picking up that key.
Yeah, very, very exciting. Really, play by play on this one. Sinhe stepping left, and then right, and pushing B.
It's just a jump to the left, and then a step to the right.
One step forward and 2 steps back.
Nice Paula Abdul reference.
Nobody gets too far like that. Okay. Moving away from that chord, PinkKittyRose going to... PinkKittyRose? Wow. PinkKittyRose going to the vanilla big key location. Finding a small big key, which will be a
Honey, I
normal
Shrunk the Key.
What? I don't know where that's from, if anything. Oh, Sinhe though, making making the right call. Going to the Batcave. Definitely going to pay off him in terms of the bow. Meanwhile, speaking of the bow, Pinky going to use her archery skills to get rid of these 3 mimics. Goes on through and is onto the back part of Battles of Darkness.
Well, this dungeon is definitely living up to its nickname, the Mullet Mansion, as it has had all small keys, all the small keys.
Business in the front, party in the back.
And a piece of heart. Of course, this is one of the 5-6 crystals as well, so we will be taking care of one of the Pyramid Fairy crystals right up front for both PinkKittyRose and now Sinhe as well.
Yeah, both of these runners definitely following a very similar routing, which so far has paid off for them. Although we are still looking for the Fire Rod, the Tidesmids, and whatever medallion is required for Misery Mire. So we still got a handful of items to go before we are in go mode. But there's one of them! Oh, the Fire Rod!
The Fire Rod is the... Oh, it doesn't work like Ice Rod is an Ice Rod. Fire Rod is a... Crier Rod? Swing and a miss.
You are on fire. Alright, Pinky now having Fire and Ice. Going to be able to...
It's the second time you made that joke with me. Second time. I'm calling you out.
Um, what's wrong with fire and ice then? Oh, don't call me out on that. So rude.
Well, fair point. Fair point. And chat actually calling out a whoa.
Hello there. All right. So, wow, that was well. Palace of Value. Value of Darkness. Dark Value.
Nailed it. Ooh, and a tempered sword?
What? Can we please not have a loaded pod anymore? It's just like wait, what version was pod in? Well, pod was in every single version. What version was pod like? Always value. I forget all the numbers. We're like up to 30? No, 29. Excuse me. Oh man, that only leaves.
That was the Palace of Dankness. What?
Dank Palace. Oh my dear.
Chat, you so silly.
You so precious when you smile. Sorry.
I was gonna say chat. Alright, let me praise chat for a second because we've been having this very abusive relationship. Chat did call out before that Sinhe does have to do some dark rooms here because he did not pick up the lamp.
Oh, that is true. I would have completely forgot. But thankfully, chat doing our jobs as well as Striker doing his job. Thanks, by the way, for tracking this.
Shoutouts to Maybe You're Not for stepping in pretty last minute to do some great tracking. So thank you, Maybe You're Not, for being an awesome tracker.
Yeah, definitely. I will also take this time to shout out the runners, of course, putting on an amazing show for you. Almost at go mode already. We might even be looking at a sub-hour go mode.
PinkKittyRose very swiftly making her way to the Helmasaur King. Gonna make quick work of him, and then move on to Eastern Palace and chalk up a third crystal on her way toward the end of the seat. Of course, they also now have the Boots location on the desert ledge open to them with those Titan's mitts, and as Sinhe will have that location open fairly soon to grab as well.
Sinhe getting... Okay, I tried to come up with a joke. Sinhe getting his fire rod, going to use it immediately. As PinkKittyRose does finish off the Helmasaur King.
Sinhe using that fire rod very adeptly to light up that one of those dark rooms. Of course, probably the easier of the two, rather easier the three dark room locations and pods. So we'll see how he navigates in this dark maze, and then as he goes to the basement of pod. Of course, he did make it to these brackets. So PinkKittyRose looting away. I guess she might be going for those boots.
Oh yeah, definitely not a bad idea. Although this, being in this position, a medallion is all you need for go mode. So this is probably going to be marking down what Maya requires, which, being Quake, it's going to be in the Maya shed because of course it is.
Quake is in this Mire shed, which is confirmed.
Ooh, no. Red metal instead, though. I was gonna get, like, a link to, like...
The past? I said the thing, guys. I said the name of the game.
Oh, so meta.
Alright, well, PinkKittyRose is heading back now to Eastern with those boots to go fast and destroy these Armos Knights for the 3 items within the dungeon.
Oh yeah, interesting. PKR did not check the checkerboard cave while she was in the vicinity.
I thought you said Picard, like Captain Picard, like Star Trek. That would have been pretty boss. More of a Star Wars fan, huh?
No, I'm trying to walk back in my head where I might have said something resembling. Oh, when I call. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm brain fart. Yeah, no, you're. Yeah, I guess that I do. What was I even gonna say? Oh man!
Hooray! I broke Stan.
Wow, that was weird. Oh wow! Speaking of not weird, Sinhe getting very well through the turtle room. Just as PinkKittyRose is getting through the Stalfo's room with very little trouble.
So far, only a big 20 and a map for her troubles, rather, as PinkKittyRose continues on getting a piece of heart here in Eastern.
Yes, outstanding.
Spamming in those arrows into the family jewel of the Helmosaur King.
Getting 50 pieces of that jewel in return.
PinkKittyRose checking the vanilla big key chest, and it is a compass.
Ooh, that does mean that the last item is going to be behind Armor's Knights, which we will find out shortly.
We're gonna find out, shorty.
Surely, we're going to find out. And if not, Sinhe will... I'm thinking about the words to use, but I can't. English, hard. Anyway, continuing with... Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm a little late. This is how I feel.
Don't complete the next line, please. No one needs to know the status of your clothing right now.
All my positioning. I am very, very comfy. I will let you have you know. I will have you let it be known that I'm comfortable where I am.
Okay. Well, PinkKittyRose is going to have a comfortable victory here against the Armos Knights as Sinhe picks up his big 20 minutes. Oh my god.
I did it. I broke the prof gamer. And no, I am in fact wearing pants.
Guys gotta speak up, I'm not wearing pants.
Oh snap.
Anyways, PinkKittyRose is heading out of Eastern and fluting over to...
Drum roll, please.
Looks like she
Ice
flew over to
Palace.
8, so Ice Palace it is. Ice Ice Baby. Dun 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 dun.
Wow, that just came out. That just rolled right off the tongue.
Buckle up, everyone. I think we got another at least half hour left of this.
We'll be here all night, lads.
And then never again.
Shocking. Whoops. That Barry guarding the doorway, not letting Pinky through, although invincibility frames say otherwise. Because this is still a video game. Fourth wall breaking. Complete. Yeah, first chest coming up. The bomb upgrade. Not okay. I'm like even I can't be hype over that.
I mean, why not? Everyone needs an extra 5 bombs. Look, I'm
guess
sorry
so.
it wasn't the I'm sorry it wasn't the explosive item that you'd hoped for, but you know.
Okay.
I will just show myself out.
I'm not even gonna try and compete with that one. I'll be shredded alive by chat if I do. I'd be whiffed out like a candle in the wind.
I have an
Speaking
Elton
of
John joke
candles,
set up, but anyways,
After that-
we got PinkKittyRose doing a beautiful setup to the bomb jump here.
1-2 pow gets through with very little trouble. Speaking of little trouble, Sinhe walking pretty much, pushing buttons on the floor, going to fight of the wrong universe, the Almost Knights. Wow.
All right, well, we had Sinhe on the I almost said the Argus Knights. Imagine if these guys were like the Argus Knights.
I'm just imagining Argus with horns and a shield and a sword. Oh no. Okay.
The Argus Knights. The Argus Knights were felled by Sinhe, and now we are moving on.
Oh man. We're not stopping, lads. We're not stopping. At all.
I want chat to know the only thing that I'm drinking right now, and I swear to God this is true, is just some raspberry tea.
I'm actually enjoying some Coke. A cola. You know, to prevent... Ooh. Did I see what I thought I saw there? Maybe Sinhe's setting up for the... Oh, no, wait, he doesn't have medallions. Never mind. Just never mind, never mind. I was excited for something. For a little... Never mind.
Womp 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 womp.
Ba-da-ba-ba-dee-boom. Okay,
Oh my God.
Oh, man. Sinhe getting his red mail. Definitely going to be happy to see that. Now, with that mirror, not only for the block glitch, we are going to see, and we will see the item in Checkerboard Cave being the Quake Medallion, obviously.
Well, let's see if you get checkmate here by calling this one correctly. And it is only a 5-er.
Definitely not worth the time investment, although that does scratch that location off of Sinhe's mind. Meanwhile, PinkKittyRose making her way to the iced tea room.
For a piece of heart, and it looks like Sinhe is going to grab his fancy footwear.
What are those?
No, Stan, you can't meme. That's for the chat to do.
Oh, sorry.
He just didn't see them. He actually meant it as a real interrogative.
Yes, I'm gonna go with yes. Is that okay?
Yes, and speaking of yes, indeed, PinkKittyRose is heading to Cold Stare, as Sinhe is clearing out some of the Desert Palace items to see if perhaps it is going to be what he hopes it to be.
The burner, though. Best item, best Kane, second best Kane. That's gotta be not Kane. Kane's brother.
The Undertaker?
Yeah. Oh boy, imagine Argus being stuck in an ice cube with 3 Arguses. Arguses coming out.
Arguses? We're all about the Argus.
Everything Argus. Gets an Argus skewer upgrade, as well as the crystal that is blue, like the water that Argus likes.
Yep.
Yep. Yep, indeed. Just full on. I'm lost. I'm lost.
Well, Sinhe is not lost, as he is going to head south to take care of perhaps some of these overworld location checks with these Titans mixes. PinkKittyRose heading up to Tower of Hera or Dark Death Mountain, or both.
Likely. I mean, Death Mountain at the very least.
Well, so the good thing here for PinkKittyRose is that she's going to be able to check the medallion required for T-Rock, despite the fact that it is a pendant, which of course we know means it's required. And then she's going to go check a couple of more locations. She has the Hookshot Cave, and she also has Spike Cave, as Sinhe finds a piece of art in King's Tomb.
Buried with the king himself, the love for his country.
But only part of it.
Of course. Kitty finding the rest of it, though, in the Super Bunny Cave. Wow, we've seen a lot of pieces of art this seed already up at 11.
Alright, I'm thinking there's a medallion sitting here in the Hookshot Cave.
The medallion for Turtle Rock with Quake and Mimic Cave. Let's go. Oh, one more item. Location. No, it's another piece of art. Unfortunately.
Saving and quitting. Alright, so she's going to save and quit and head on to... Looks like she too might be doing a couple of these overworld checks.
Oh, Sinhe finding the last sword of the bunch in the Bonk Rocks on the Sanctuary Cave. Definitely a good find. Getting the Tempered Sword over the Master Sword is substantial. And if PinkKittyRose completes her overworld checks, then she might end up with Gold Sword.
Looks like PinkKittyRose is going to go ahead and clear out Skull Woods. Unfortunately, we can't double unless we find a book on a pedestal check. So those in chat really hoping for one. I'm sorry. There will be no pedestal check right now. Though it could still hold something of value.
It could be a medallion. It could be Quake for all we know. Imagine that. Going through the entire game, getting every single item, and then having to go back and do every other dungeon just to get the medallion. I'm evil, I know. Evil Knievel.
All right, well, and we do have of note here to mention that PinkKittyRose did not pick up that half magic from the fetch quest, so she's gonna have to be a little bit more economical or not with her magic as she moves her way. But she does have Tempered Sword, so that will make this fight a little bit easier.
Yes, that is quite a significant upgrade over having the Master Sword as well. Now, in the vanilla game, whenever you do this fight, only do so with the Tempered Sword, because due to a bug in the game's coding, the Gold Sword will do 0 damage to Mothula, because it is considered in the same damage category as the spikes, which obviously will not do damage to Mothula. One thing though,
oh, go ahead.
As PinkKittyRose does finish off for the... Oh my god, my heart just jumped.
Oh!
That is... Wow. We haven't seen Turtle Rock yet, so, you know, Mimic Cave, still alive. Either way, wow. Well, both of these runners melting through Mothula with that bacon sword. It's going to be broiling hot still from the barbecue. What? Wait, what was it? Oh yeah, if you hit Mothula into the spikes, all damage will be negated, so that is one thing that you have to look out for. Although it's completely irrelevant now because both of these runners just completely deleted Mothra from this game. So yeah, you're welcome. The more you know.
Deleted. What has not been deleted from our memories is that PinkKittyRose and Sinhe now have the crystals needed to open up the Pyramid Fairy.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is one of the 2 additional items. As PinkKittyRose does pick up her golden sword. Had enough of that barbecue, going for butter.
Pauladine strats. Do you know who Pauladine is, Stan?
I'm sorry.
She is a chef who loves to use butter on everything.
Oh my. That is... wow. I mean, sure. In moderation, everything will be fine. Yeah, no, now I get the joke. At first I was like, how do I respond to this? Like, who is this? But yeah, now I know. The more you know.
I mean, at first you were afraid, you were petrified.
I don't recall where that's from. I recognize it, but I don't recall it.
Anyways, PinkKittyRose is going to go check that lumberjack ledge. I wonder if she thinks there's something of value there, but we know that it is not.
Valuable.
Correct. We do have Sinhe also.
Swag
Sinhe checking the bank.
Bertos.
Ooh, Quake!
Oh, that is huge.
So
a huge wave of relief rushes
we're in
over
go mode, Stan.
Sinhe.
Go mode.
Go
mode for Sinhe.
Go, let's go.
Go, Power Rangers.
Oh my god. Yeah, there we go, we did it!
Stop it. The sync of reference.
Okay.
Game over.
Yeah. Can't believe it. Yeah, Maya coming up, obviously, as Sinhe is in the Maya area. I wouldn't possibly know what he would do other than go into Maya. So yeah, PinkKittyRose going with as well. We got 2 Power Rangers.
However, PinkKittyRose is 1 dungeon up on Sinhe. He's got a complete Ice Palace, so... Oh, did we... No, it's... Wait, what was the Medallion Fist? It was Quake. Oh, so no bird tossing today. Wah, wah.
Yeah, unfortunately, ground type attacks do not work against flying types. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, because it can save your life.
Oh, she does have Swamp left. Yes, thank you for correcting me, Chad. PinkKittyRose does have Swamp left, in addition to Misery Mire, but she can go mode it at this point, I believe, unless... Yeah, no, she can go mode it at this point.
Yeah, that is going to give her a big one up over Sinhe, which did full clear Swamp Palace earlier on in the seed.
See if we get a Godmire here for Sinhe as he checks one of the first chests, and it is a map, so not what he was hoping for, but PinkKittyRose is going to go ahead and sprint into Swamp Palace and going to clear that quite quickly. With that Butter Sword, the Argus fight is going to be a lot less difficult than Sinhe had with his Fighter Sword.
PinkKittyRose entering the Swamp Palace Wow, wow, Sinhe. Oh, decides to heat things up with the fire rod. I bet he would have loved to have the fire shield to block that fireball with.
Stan, that joke about heating things up was so bad that you're fired.
That took a minute, actually. Oh my. At least we'll both be.
Exactly. Anyway, Sinhe picking up a big 20 here in Misery Mire, and he's going to be continuing his check for that big key. PinkKittyRose very quickly making her way to get her small key to make her way to the back of Swamp Palace, to make her way to Argus, to make her way to another crystal. I'm going to go pick up a thesaurus. And there's the big key for Sinhe.
Yeah, so he'll be making his way to the boss.
Fun fact, yesterday when they were fighting Vitreous, I kept calling the boss Vitasia, and Vitasia was doing commentary with me, so he was none too appreciative of that. No, he got a good laugh out of that one.
I mean, imagine if it was Argus instead of Vitasia. What if Vitasia was Argus? Whoa,
I mean,
the plot
maybe.
thickens. Yeah.
Stangus. Stangus from old Mr. Sunshine.
I am walking on sunshine.
What?
Meanwhile, PinkKittyRose would walk on water just to be with Argus. Going to be with the butter sword. Going to make quick work of the Argyle units. Transform, rollout, everything.
Yep.
If only we had the Man
Anyway.
in Black. The what's it called? I don't know. I'm gonna call it a Forgetinator to get rid of everyone's memory.
What in the world are you talking about?
The like torch thing that just
Sinhe's in his Vitreous fight and doing quite a nice job with those spin strats.
yeah, really do a number on Vitasia as
Vitasia, what are you doing in this game?
Oh my.
Alright, PinkKittyRose going to turn in her... No, she's going to buy some blue potion. It'd be awesome if she turned in a mushroom here because she'd be getting that half magic. So she does not have the mushroom, so she can't turn anything in.
That is correct. By process of observation. I am gonna have to agree with you.
Excellent. Well, both are in their last dungeons now for crystals, so we got a race, folks. We got a race in our hands.
Yeah, this is going to come down to Go Mode Maya and Go Mode Ice. Wow, both the runners going to be almost entering simultaneously. Oh wow! Oh wow! This is wow! Hello,
The
synchronized.
entrance sync.
The race is on. Of course, Sinhe is going to have a slightly easier time because he is not looking for a big key. As instead, PinkKittyRose is going to have to look around the dungeon for that.
Whoa, did you see those swag strats by
Whoa, that
PinkKittyRose? GG, PinkKittyRose. That was swag as all swagginess.
I have never seen that before. That is insane. I mean, then again, I would not expect anything else from these top class runners.
PinkKitty's swag, more like it. So I will give a little bit of history here. The race really came down to yesterday, the right side, left side check of the runners. And I believe PinkKittyRose went straight left side, and Sinhe did not, and it cost him the race. So this race could come down to, again, left side, right side in GT.
Yeah, this is definitely still very close. Sinhe setting up for his version of the bomb jump, who unfortunately doesn't align perfectly, but does get to try again. Meanwhile, PinkKitty still looking for that big key. Sinhe does manage to get across the gap skillfully. We'll be moving on to Arga's in ice. Can you imagine Arga's on ice?
That'd be amazing. I would pay to see that show. And PinkKittyRose grabbing her big key. Yep, grabbing her big key and moving to the vitreous fight.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Vitasia waiting.
Yeah, poor Vitasia
is making his way through the ice palace, going to move on to the Cold Stare fight. Now I'm just gonna wanting to say Argus. I'm playing myself.
I would say at this point, Sinhe has a very slight advantage in terms of timing, but yeah, I would say he has a slight advantage, but I mean very slight. I'm sure the chat will help us out a little bit by keeping some time for us as we enter this last fight for both.
Oh, gets them in the corner. Down they go, all three of them. Very clean fight. That is as textbook fight as you can get. Speaking of textbooks, let me read your question. There are 22 locations in the Ganon's Tower which could hold the one famed item in way of the big key. Now, if you have donated 250 bits or subscribed to any of the Speed Gaming channels, you have a chance to be on the leaderboard. So get your guesses in, guys. 1 to 22. That's a very long question, by the way. But what is going to be your answer?
So I just want to pat myself in the back once today. I actually won the big key guessing game during a match today. I was really excited. It's the last time it's ever going to happen. So I'm going to go with it again. 14. How about you, Stan?
As people may know, I like to generate a random one akin to playing the randomizer. This time 9 comes out on top. Or in 9th place, because it's 9. Vitasia going down for PinkKittyRose. Will be on their way shortly to the Ganon's Tower.
All right, well, you guys have had an extended time to get those guesses in because sometimes it happens that these runners are in Turtle Rock, which they didn't even have to touch today, which was kind of nice. At 118, going up to Ganon's Tower, this is a great time, so continue to get your guesses in. We'll be stopping the game momentarily.
Yeah, and with that, chat did help us out, and it does seem that there is about a minute difference, which very possibly could come down to left or right side GT.
Looks like Sinhe might be looking for those silver arrows in a couple of those Dark Death Mountain checks. All right, get those guesses in. We're about to stop the game, everyone. Get those guesses in.
Yeah, and just as Sinhe is opening up the tower, PinkKittyRose following closely behind, ascending the mountain for the last time this seed. So here we go, chest number 1 and number 2 on the right side going to be the first ones that are going to be checked. They are a piece of heart and a red rupee. We're going left side.
Well, if PinkKittyRose goes left side to start, she's going to save a couple of seconds, absolutely, so that might help her out, but I would assume she may go right side first.
Ooh, a Smoky on the torch. Goodbye, Bob.
Poor Bob. Poor Bob.
Yeah, for any new viewers who are wondering who is Bob, not only is it a wonderful commentator that is also active on the ALTTP channels, it is the name given to a glitched anti-fairy sprite in the room above the ice armors. Unfortunately, we can't show it to you today because may he rest in peace.
Breaking news, PinkKittyRose going left side first, and this race is so close. Whew, this is something. This is something.
Yeah, this is definitely far from over. Number 7 map chest holding a heart container as PinkKittyRose is clearing out the Stalfos. Sinhe will be moving on to the boomerang heavy part. I love those strats. So clean.
Oh, PinkKittyRose going right side. If this is the move, this could win her the race. But if it is a left side thing, then Sinhe's got the advantage. Or
yeah.
no, Jabaden us going left side again.
Kappa outdated, PogChamp overrated. We all got debated.
What? Going into the rando. Speaking of rando things, going into the rando room where 4 more chests will be pulled.
Bombs, a Smoky, and the big key. There it is. Random room is always the answer. That is chest number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. To think, math hard. Is it? It is 12. Chat confirming 12. There it is. Yes, I'm good at math.
So congratulations to Mars Janker for getting the guess on chest 12. And congratulations, yes.
You could say that clairvoyance was a bit short-sighted.
PinkKittyRose picking up her big key within a very short period of time here in the rando room.
Wait a minute. We cannot calculus. 13, apparently. Wait. Oh. Well, it didn't matter.
I mean,
for the purposes of...
It's a for fun game. I'm sorry, I can't add numbers up.
Oh, meanwhile, they're both runners in the gauntlet. Definitely one of the more tougher challenges within the game. Being a series of rooms filled with conveyor belts, ice tiles, random enemies, and the most dreaded of all, BMOs. Although, wow, Sinhe making very quick work of every single enemy. Going to move on to the second Moldrum. No. Wow, Lenmolas. That's the name. I know
this match has been full of wrong calling bosses.
I have played this game before. Wow, imagine fighting 3 Moldrums. That would be insanity.
This is a really close race. I don't know what the time differential... Oh my goodness, Sinhe getting knocked off that ledge by the guard there, but that's right. Only a few seconds.
As we get the nice triple kill with the cane block. Sinhe switching to the wrong rod. Instead of going to use the lamp is fairly low on magic, but there is a full magic drop. near the end of this sequence.
Ooh, Pink Kitty getting a 2-cycle landmill as well. Looked like she was gonna make it for a 1 cycle, but looks like about a minute behind, perhaps even less. Using lamp strats here to take care of these, and the fire rod just to conserve that magic for the last.
Interesting. Not checking any of the chests for maybe a potential silver arrow pickup. Now, at this point, I have full confidence that both these runners are able to do silverless Ganon. But it does still make the fight a lot easier.
Sinhe on Moldorm 2 fight, going to make a super quick work of him. And hookshot his way on over to the other side, teasing a little bit of a hover there, but picking up 10 arrows as Moldorm's last possessions as he makes his way to our favorite geometry-based boss. Did you pay attention in math class in high school? We didn't, because we can't even count up to 13. But we'll see how Sinhe does. We will see how Sinhe does at trigonometry and how well he can mark out his angles.
Who gets a nice pattern. Unfortunately, 2 of those energy balls hit at around the same time, so only 1 of them counted, unfortunately.
PinkKittyRose taking out Moldorm 2, and she is going to be heading to trigonometry as well, as Sinhe takes him down and is going to call the duck to go to the big pig fight. It's like Animal Farm up in here.
Animals and eyeballs. Theme of the game.
So here's the thing: the Butter Sword definitely makes the Ganon fight go a little bit quicker in the first couple of phases. This is going to be a really close end of the race. Of course, we do have a 15-minute time delay. I have not looked at the Speed Racing TV channel, so I don't know the result yet. So this is super exciting for us as well.
Yes, this could indeed still come down to a Ganon full, a Ganon death, or simply not being optimal. And Sinhe is going to be at his most optimal, being at Tempered Sword, as opposed to Kitty's Gold Sword. It's going to have to do a significant amount more slashes to get Ganon down for the count.
And in she goes into the Ganon fight herself, as Sinhe is in phase 3 already. So we are, I mean, barring a fall.
Oh my god.
Of course, now I said it, but barring a fall, Sinhe's going to win this one. It looks like he's got this one in the bag.
Yeah, definitely Sinhe's race to lose. Although, is there anything going to happen? This is randomized after all. But yeah, with that, Kitty is also into the Ganon fight. Did I read that right? Silver arrows in Ganon's tower.
Oh man, that's something else.
What if silver arrows were in one of those chests? Interesting prospect, although we may never know. Sinhe, though, onto the spin phase. Beyblade, let it rip. KittyRose will be on shortly.
Sinhe doing a really nice job of this silverless Ganon fight. Oh, accidentally. Oh boy. I mean, that's going to get him a couple of seconds, but doing a really nice job here in his silverless fight against Ganon.
Yeah, doing silverless is definitely not easy. You have about 2 frames to hit Ganon as he is teleporting. Thankfully, though, you can hit him for the entire duration of the spin attack hitbox, which is massive, by the way. Oh, there
and Sinhe takes down Ganon.
Carefully tiptoes towards the final door.
So GG to Sinhe. That was an incredible match.
That was amazing. And with that, Sinhe gets to Triforce with a time of 1:29.31. Kitty, though,
now,
following closely behind.
Yeah,
wow,
now
very close.
This puts the runners now in a 1-1 state, and they have one more game to play. So we are going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen, with these two incredible runners.
Wow.
29 seconds separated these two runners.
Yeah, PinkKittyRose getting to the trifles herself in 1:30 flat. So yeah, with that, both runners have accumulated one victory, which will result in a third game since the bracket stages are best of 3. Which only means that there'll be more randomizer to come, which is never a bad thing.
Indeed, in just a moment, we're going to be pulling in PinkKittyRose and Sinhe for an interview. They are incredible runners, and in fact, they're really nice people. I had the pleasure of chatting with them yesterday and commentating the race, so certainly give the runners a follow. They put on an incredible show for us. 29 seconds separating a victory and a defeat. That is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, definitely. So 2 amazing runners, and as well an amazing co-caster. Thank you for joining me. Speaking of joining, both of our runners here in the room. Congratulations and GG.
Yeah, GG guys. Also GG, Kitty.
I'm so mad at myself. I'm not going to stop being mad at myself for at least a couple of days.
Don't beat yourself up over it. I mean, it just happens.
It's supposed to be the easiest freaking thing, and I die? I knew that was going to be it, too. I knew that was going to be the one, and it was. It was.
Well, you can get your revenge on Wednesday, that is, so don't beat yourself up over it.
I'm still gonna. I haven't tried to blind outside of like hilariously under-equipped entrance shenanigans.
Well, PinkKittyRose, it sounds like you have a score to settle with our favorite ocularly challenged boss. So, but otherwise, you guys did an incredible job today. 29 seconds separating the two of you. This match was even more exciting than yesterday's match, and so this is showing some promise for match number 3.
Yeah, there's no room for errors when you're versus City. Just none.
Hey, match number 3 is going to be equally fun.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows, maybe I'll mess up this time around and you get an advantage through it.
Please do.
I mean, I usually don't wish anything bad upon my opponents, but Kitty, I wish you all the deaths you can possibly get in the next match.
Oh. Next time I'm gonna have caffeine. It'll make the difference.
Caffeine always makes a difference.
And that is that's the reason I did that just before this match.
I tell you one thing, I woke up after that.
What a seed, though. Pretty straightforward, actually, except for the lamp placement.
Yeah, I ended up getting that before doing Thieves Town, so I was fine with that. And since I got Bow right after Thieves, it's just like, well, okay, screw Swamp, I'm just going straight to Pod.
Yeah, I did the other thing around. I did Swamp first, then into Blind, rather into Thieves Town, got the Bow into Pot Eastern.
It's okay, I balanced that out with Catfish.
I almost missed the mids as well, because so I took another look at my menu. Okay, you have the Titans mid, so you can check out my Misery Maya. Boom, boots. At the most obnoxious place in the game.
Well, I mean, at least I saw them early. It's just like, okay, whenever I give Mitts or Bow, Mitts or...
Okay, so you've been to Desert earlier than me. Okay, that's interesting.
When I got the flute, the first thing that I did was just do a very quick check of the ledge, and it's like, oh, the boots are there! Like, it was to the point where, after I finished Pod and had the mitts, I mirrored, grabbed the boots, went back, finished Eastern, because I figured that'd actually be a time save overall.
Okay, well, yeah.
So I could dash through Eastern. I just wanted them. I didn't even stick around. I checked the Meyer Medallion, I checked Meyer Shed, and grabbed the boots, screw the rest off, I went.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did a little dip into desert. See if I could get Quake out of that. But oh well.
I was just sitting in Smith Loop.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last thing I checked. I was prepared to go to Dark Death Mountain after that. But
I went there.
I mean, yeah, I realized. I think I checked Super Bunny Cave along the way, hit a rupee and a heart. That's it.
Yeah, it's like I could have made up for the blind death if I chose the right miss location right after getting them. But unfortunately, it was the last location because I did Ice Palace, I did Dark Death Mountain, and I did the stuff that Boots unlocked, which was also miss required. And then I did Smith Loop. So if I did Smith Loop a lot sooner, then that would have made the difference. But alas.
Oh, yeah, probably the same. I mean, I could have done it before Skull Wars. I thought about it, but I mean, Fire Rod. Another 5-6 crystal. I was speculating about a Quake on double-chested fairy eventually because the seed was so far stupidly linear up to this point. Didn't work out in the end, but yeah.
The only reason I wasn't really thinking Pyramid Fairy was I was like certain it was not going to be Mitz Go mode. So I just
absolutely
changed
not.
after all the Mitz locations.
Okay, maybe we should give the commentators some space.
No, you guys keep going. You guys are a better commentator team than we are.
Yeah, at this point. Wow.
Yeah, Kitty, it's about time we are actually going to commentate a Randomizer. What about it?
Well, I mean, it'd be a good time.
Definitely so. Me and Prof Gamer will be running.
Exactly. So you can laugh at us.
This is
Oh,
good,
dear.
yes.
Oh no, I'm scared. What is going on?
This train has gone completely off the rails, everyone. As if it were ever on the rails.
Yeah, I was about to say, if it was ever.
You could say it's a spirit train. No?
Heyo, it's Spirit Tracks.
Spirit tracks, that's... Booger. Boogered it up again.
The rails are in your imagination.
Oh my, well, I gotta tell you both, before this match started, you guys had an incredible amount of fan base in that chat, rooting for both of you. It is great to see how the swell of the community just envelops the runners, and it's so supportive. So what do you have to say to your fans sitting in the chat? Super pleased, I'm sure, the performance that you put on today.
I blew it! I'm sorry!
I guess that was okay. I'm trying to be as humble as possible, you know.
I mean...
The duality on that reaction was amazing. Duality of that reaction. I blew it! I get okay.
Oh no.
Oh my, this is going to be a hype match. I'm really looking forward to it.
I know I have to work between it though.
Nah, it's okay. You have some days off, like tomorrow, Tuesday, and then on Wednesday you can start fresh over.
Oh boy.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna stump me on Wednesday. I know it. Trust me.
I don't know. Although these nice seeds, it'd be good if they continue, because I'm liking these like 130 or less seeds lately. It's been pleasant.
I'm not that much of a fan of a jet seed. I like it when the seed is a little bit more trolly.
Well, they tried. It's just that we didn't want to listen to going to Tuna Rock. I wonder what its medallion even was.
Which one?
For Tuna Rock, I never looked.
Oh, okay. Well,
whatever.
no idea.
Funny.
Neither of you
Really
actually
funny
went
if it was
over there.
bombs.
yeah, that was also a thing. I was super mad when I saw Bombos dropping by Morphula. I thought, yes, Gilmore. Oh crap, it's Bombos.
I'm just like, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. I did look at the TR medallion. I'm not listening. I'm just gonna keep going. It was trying to say, go back up there, and I'm just like, no, stop, no.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
We
that's
need to
about
get
it.
the two of you a nighttime talk show. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
City's like the more subtle, smoother talking one, and I'm just the one that's like full of too much energy and squawks a lot.
Yeah, the perfect combination if you think about it. So let's go. Shall we open up our own talk show? Welcome to Sinhe's and Pinkies and Kitties or something like that.
Sinkies.
PinkKittyRose. Oh my god, what a name!
PinkKittyRose.
Oh dear.
PinkKittyRose or something like that. Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh my Lanta.
Oh man, this is not ending.
Well, at least you know there's
dear.
no hard feelings today, because we're both laughing too much.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was kind of to be expected, I guess. I mean, Pro Gamer is knowing it from experience himself, so.
I knew what we were walking into. Just a real nice couple of people just racing the randos.
I'll get you next time.
Sorry.
Eh?
All right.
With that
think
out
we
of
gotta-
the way, shout
I think they're about to
outs.
pull out the. I think they're
Wow.
about to pull the cane out of the cane of Samaria to pull us off the stage.
Let's
Classic.
wrap this up. Everybody take a deep breath.
Count to 10.
It's
Take
okay.
a look.
I'm trying to be
Cinebrook.
serious here. Stop.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start pulling this train into the station here for us. First of all, I'd like to thank our runners, PinkKittyRose and Sinhe, who put on an amazing show, not once, but twice, and probably a third time as well. So please, please, please give them a follow. They are fantastic runners and fantastic people who have an amazing presence in this community. So go ahead and follow them on their Twitch streams. And thank you to our tracker, Maybe or Not, again, stepping in pretty last moment to try as hard as they could to keep Stan and I on track. They did a Herculean effort in doing so. And of course, I want to thank chat for being an incredible presence, the third commentator, if you will, during the entirety of this race. Really appreciate you guys coming out and checking these matches out, giving these runners an audience that they rightfully deserve. And finally, I want to thank, last but not least, I think this is my third commentary with you, Stan. It is always fun, and I can't wait to do it again if someone is crazy enough to let us.
Sure thing. I mean, it might be the third. I'm bad at counting. But it is always a blast to be casting with you. And on that note, I would also like to give a shout out to the Speed Gaming Network, as well as all of the Speed Gaming channels 1 through 6. As well as the ALTTPR Randomizer channels 1 through 4. Be sure to give them a follow if you have yet to have your fill of Randomizer, because there is a lot to go, as well as both of these runners will be facing off for the last Fierce match where everything will be decided for all the marbles.
No pressure. Oh, well, we do have plenty of randomizer, as Stan was saying. I'll just call out a couple of the matches that are in progress and a couple on the horizon. I did put the schedule in the chat. At 4:30, we had 2 matches started. We have Elminster RTA versus Scientic on Speed Gaming 4, and Ganon's Gone Wild versus Christozone on Speed Gaming 3. At 6 o'clock, Dragon Master 0283 versus Trojan Dude and Speed Gaming, and 6:30, Dude versus Prior 57. And there are just, I think there's like 5, 6, 7 more matches tonight that are on the schedule. All are being restreamed at this point, so you have plenty of randomizer to satiate that rando hunger. So certainly check in to one of those channels during the evening. And with that, I'm going to sign off, and I've been the Profe Gamer, and it's been a pleasure to commentate with you, and I've been joined by...
Me! Wow,
Him.
hi!
that guy!
Me?
I am
It's me,
still-
Mario.
Yes, I am still Stan, otherwise known as SVP123. It was a blast commentating with this. Thanks to Sinhe and PinkKittyRose for playing the Prof Gamer for co-casting. And with that out of the way, that's going to do it for tonight. See you in the next seed.
Take care, everyone.